sasabihin sa inyo, no? Sulat nyo na lang, no? Here's some of the focus natin. Though hindi ko ma-mention sa inyo lahat because you still have to study, but punta kayo with the topic 2 slide, then isama nyo sa mga focus nyo, like for a slide 16 to 17, ayan, I might be covering this, yung metal forming process. Yan yung mga shear, punch press, mechanical press, hydraulic press, drop hammer, forging machine, and yung other processes, no? Yung mga new technologies. Ayan. So, yun. Basahin nyo na lang din yun. Then, for the topic 3, yung drilling natin, no? Yung doon tayo laboratory works sa drilling natin. So, slide 4, yung parts, yung basic construction ng bench type sensitive drill press. Ayan, 11, I think 11 items na to. And then, you go with studying yung computation ng feed. Ayan, slide 9 onwards, no? 9, 10, 11, 12, 9 to 14, ayan. Basic computation ng feed natin. Yan. You study also yung mga cutting speeds natin, no? Yung how to compute cutting speed, slide 15 to 17. Ayan. And then, be familiarized din sa dito sa table. Ayan. And then, slide 29, ayan, yung mga different kinds of twist drill. Ayan. Hello, sorry. Yes, Alvin?
Sir, excuse po. Nagpe-present ba po kayo ng screen?
Hindi ako nagpe-present.
Okay.
I-check nyo na lang since shinare ko naman to sa inyo, yung slides, no, sa group natin. So, hopefully may nakaka-capture. Na-capture nyo naman, no?
Yes po.
Mukha namang na-capture nyo. So, yun, yung mga kinds ng twist drill, familiarize na lang din with the figure. So, yan, meron tayong 8 types of twist drills then. Ayan. Then, slide 34, ayan, yung mga 3 types of toughing device. And slide 46, ayan, yung mga tool or cutter holders natin. Yan. Yung figure 435 to figure 439. So, yun. Some of the things na I want you na maging familiar, no? Sige. Familiarize and syempre, study pa din ha. Baka mamaya during the exam, familiar lang sa inyo. Hindi nyo masagutan, ay, familiar. Wow. Ayun. So, yung mga computation naman, sobrang basic lang ng mga computations natin dito. So, parang huwag kayo mag-expect ng hardcore computation. But, yun nga, yung basics pa din. It's really important lang yung mga conversion natin. So, be aware lang because some of the formulas na ginamit natin, especially for the drills, no? Yung mga drill press natin, may mga empirical formula tayo. So, for example, dun sa tapping, yung pagkuha ng mga nominal diameter. So, applicable lang yung nominal diameter formula for metric. So, it should be in mm. So, if ang given you is in inches, then you convert, no? For you to get the final answers. Sige. Sige, then i-discuss natin mamaya din yung sa isa pa nating topic for today, which is yung grinding natin, and then some of the items that dapat yung focusan din. Sige, I'll be sharing my screen na. Na-capture nyo naman yung mga nauna. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Saan na yun? Bakit wala? Hello. Sige guys, wait lang. Ayun, sige. Kita na yung screen ko?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. So grinding machine process, so this would also serve as your laboratory report 5. Let me check if since parang medyo madali lang naman itong grinding natin, no? Parang hindi na siya magiging groupings. Let's do the laboratory activity na individual. So let me prepared lang din muna ulit some of the materials that we might be needing, but ayun, rest assured na ako na lang yung magpo-provide para may magamit tayo, no? And for you to learn some of the basics in grinding machine processes. Ayun. So, again, I would like to commend syempre din muna yung mga team that were able to submit na yung laboratory report nila, especially the groupings. And I really appreciate yung some of the outputs that I am receiving, no? And yan, good job to all of you, no? Maganda yung output na nare-receive ko so far. And also, I would like to commend this section for being compliant with all the laboratory works and exercises. Though, yun nga, though we extend the deadlines naman, and as much as possible, we are very considerate with the deadlines. Ayun, siguro yung pakiusap ko na lang din moving forward is that, yun, be compliant doon sa real deadline. Kasi parang hindi lahat parang magbibigay ng ganong timeline to all of you in consideration, no? Parang learn to adjust din, guys. Kasi pare-parehas tayong may timeline din na hinahabol. But so far, ayun, good job naman because most of you naman ay nakapag-turned in ng mga lab reports natin from lab report 1 to exercise 1, and then so far we are still waiting for the completion ng laboratory report 4 and 5. And then since this is a full laboratory subject, ayon again, just wanted to remind all of you na most of your grades would be coming from the lab reports and exercises that you are submitting. So meaning kung hindi kayo makapag-submit ng laboratory, parang it would have a big significant effect on your grades, no? Kasi 70% of your grades would be coming from the lab reports and exercises, and 30% only would be coming from the midterms and finals. So most likely, if mag-fail kayo sa midterms and compliant kayo with the laboratory reports, no, and exercises, parang most likely makapasa na kayo. Kumbaga panghatak na lang yung midterms and final exams natin. So ayun, again, then during our examination, I'm expecting you to all be honest. So nagbigay na ako sa inyo ng some of the pointers and some of the items that you need to focus to, no? And siguro yung expectation ko na lang is be honest during the exam because hindi rin kami yung faculty that would be uh, handling or yung magfa-facilitate ng exam. So yun, syempre, let's respect yung mga faculty na magbibigay ng time sa inyo to facilitate yung exam namin, no? So ayun lang, some of the healthy reminders, and I hope ma-apply nyo siya. Sige, okay na tayo? Let's proceed with the grinding machine process, no? Okay, sige. So, yon. So, by definition, sabi dito, grinding consists of shaping a piece of work by bringing it into contact with a revolving abrasive. So the process is often used for the final finishing to close dimension of a part that has been heat treated to make it very hard. So in recent years, grinding has found increasing applications in heavy duty metal removal, replacing machines with cutting tools. This process is referred to as abrasive machining. Ayun. So, nung last time we discussed about the basic tools, basic operations, we had our walkthrough sa workshop, no, in which we identify yung some of the parts ng lathe machine, one of the tools that is being used for fabrications, no. And then after that we also discuss yung machine safety. Ayan. And then we moving forward, yan, nag-discuss na tayo ng mga operations, and we focus on tapping and drilling, no. And then, kung mapapansin nyo, most of the equipments, pagka binasa nyo siya, no, parang halos pare-parehas lang, ano, yung parang may mga spindle, may chuck, may base, parang magkakamukha lang din sila halos. So parang it wouldn't be hard for you na mag-identify siguro ng mga parts, no? Kasi ayun, like what I've mentioned, halos magkakamukha lang din yung mga equipments natin. Though it has a different function, but ayun, halos magkakamukha lang din sila. Sige. So yan, you focus on this slide. This is slide 3, no? So, yan. So sabi dito, we have two types of grinding daw. So we have the non-precision and precision grinding. So from the word itself, non-precision or the precision word, no? So when we say non-precision, parang hindi siya pasok doon sa tolerance. So meaning if, for example, yung certain workpiece natin is required na 13 mm, then the the client may be accepting if parang i-provide nyo sila ng 13.09, 13.8, 13.06 and so on. So parang most likely naman the client would be giving you the uh, tolerance, accepted tolerance on their part, no? So pag sinabi naman nating precision grinding, from the word itself precise, so if ang requirement sa inyo ni client is 13 mm, so more or less, kumbaga, the tolerance is 0 and 13 mm talaga yung dapat na product na maibigay nyo with our client. Ano? So, most likely, sino ba mga nagre-require na industry ng mga ganito? So, usually, yung mga aerospace, yung mga medical, parang they are really asking dun sa mga pyesa nila na precise. So why? Kasi 'di ba, syempre medical, aerospace, usually may mga mako-compromise na buhay if hindi precise yung ibibigay natin sa kanila. Okay. So sabi dito, non-precision grinding is also called offhand grinding. So metal is removed by this method when there is no great need for accuracy. So pedestal or bench grinders can be used for this type of grinding. These grinders are also used for rough grinding and sharpening too. So usually, meron tayong available na bench grinder sa CIP. If kung makikita nyo doon, nag-observe kayo, yung mga ginagamit na IE, yung mga gumagamit na IE para mag-sharpen ng mga tools nila is yung mga bench grinders natin sa CIP. Okay? Again, you focus on this slide, no? It might be on the exam, identification of parts, no? Ayan. So, yan, usually may motor, may wheel guard, may grinding wheel, may pedestal, may water pot, adjustable tool rest, and switch, and then deflector. Usually, yung mga pedestal grinders natin, hindi siya na-adjust yung speed. So, as is yung speed natin. That is why parang yung wheel natin o yung pinaka-abrasive wheel natin na gagamitin or grinder, parang yun yung ina-adjust natin based dun sa specification ng equipment. So for example, si motor, parang it could only run to a maximum of 6,000 RPM. So, ang ina-adjust natin is yung materials na ginagamit natin rather than adjusting the speed ng equipment. No? Ayun. Ito naman yung mga bench grinders natin. It's most likely the same as pedestal grinder. No? Ayan. Kung makikita nyo, meron lang siyang base. May pedestal lang siya. But, ayan. Parang halos kamukha lang din siya nung pedestal grinders natin. Okay. So, in precision grinding, sabi dito, metal can be removed with great accuracy. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, when we say word precision, so parang yung accuracy ng workpiece yung kailangan natin. So there are a number of different precision grinding machines available that can grind metal parts to different shapes and size with very accurate dimension. So ayan, yung some of the example ng precision grinders natin is the former leaf grinder, Yung located on the left screen and that sa right naman is yung surface grinder natin. No? Yan. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, halos kamukha lang din siya ng mga equipment natin. Kung tutingnan nyo, parang kamukha lang din siya ng lathe machine natin. No? May mga spindle, may chock, may tailpiece, may mga hand wheel. Ayan, kamukain lang. Magkakamukha lang sila. Ayan. So, abrasive. Kanina, meron tayong grinder. Parang sometimes it is called abrasive wheel din. So, what is abrasive? Sabi dito, abrasive is any material that can wear away a substance softer than itself. So, sand and sandstone are perhaps the oldest abrasives known to mankind. So, yung leha natin, di ba? Ah, yung pinagamit nating pampakinis and when we are buying it sa market, ayan, yun yung sinasabi natin na pabili po ng liha yung 100 or yung 1,000. So, depende dun sa finish or sa smooth finish na gusto nating ma-achieve. Okay, sorry guys. Ayan. So ito, some of the natural abrasives na ginagamit natin. So we have the emery, we have the corundum, and the diamond. So usually most commonly used natural abrasive is yung diamond. Like what I've shared, yung diamond yung ginagamit natin with some of the manufacturing industry, especially the electronics company, no? Kapag may mga mina-manufacture sila ng mga certain piece or certain product, so they are using diamond. Ayan. Sige. Yan. Be familiar din with this, yung emery, yan. Yan yung mga usual terms na you might be encountering during your boards, no? Yan, though one item lang naman siya, but it's also significant. Yung emery is parang lagi siyang lumalabas sa boards with all batches, parang lagi siyang kasama sa machine design. Ayan. So, artificial abrasive, ayan, meron tayong natural and we also have the artificial. So, yung artificial natin is made from silicon carbide and then the other one is the aluminum oxide. So, kung mga soft materials din, yung mga ginagamit natin, so we use yung silicon carbide. And if mga metals naman that kailangan ng mga high tensile strength, then we use aluminum oxide. So, alin sa dalawa, sabi dito, which is superior? Ano ba daw yung superior between the artificial and natural? So, sabi may edge daw yung artificial because it is man-made. Kumbaga, we adjusted it already based on the requirement. No? Unlike yung natural, kumbaga daw we will be processing this based dun sa shape, yan, or sa size, but as is na. Parang we could then alter the substance itself kasi nga natural siya. Unlike yung mga artificial natin na abrasive na parang we adjusted it already based on our requirement or based on the product that we will be manufacturing. No? Yan. So sinabi lang din naman dito na may advantage si artificial versus dun sa natural. So again, sabi dito, ang grinding wheels daw can be differentiated into two types. No? Again, yung binanggit natin kanina, yung non-precision and precision. And then, again, grinding wheels can be made of different uh, uh, materials. No? It could be natural and it could be artificial. Ayan. And we already cited some of the example on how you can differentiate the two, yung natural and yung artificial. Okay. Sige. So for the grinding wheels, ayan, again, be familiarized with this, especially the figures, ayan. So meron tayong mga straight grinding, meron tayong recess one size, meron tayong recess two sides, meron tayong cylinder grinding wheels, straight cup, flaring cup, tapered two sides, dish, and saucer. Yeah, so these are the 9 standard shapes for grinding machine. So there are other shapes pa din naman available in the market, but these are the standard shapes. No? yung 9 shapes natin. Ayan. So, ito naman, ginagamit natin siya kapag mga internal part na ng workpiece yung gusto nating kinisin. So, katulad halimbawa, for example, nag-drill tayo, no? Halimbawa, gumamit tayo ng 10 mm na drill. So, usually, ayan, sabi dito, ang available daw na tool is up to 1/16 inch diameter. Ayan. So, how is the hardness of grinding wheels determined? Ayan. So grinding wheels are formed by using a suitable material to cement or bond the abrasive grains together, so in the desired shape. So the hardness of the wheel is dependent upon the amount and kind of bonding material used. So this hardness of a wheel is always understood to mean the strength of the various bond. So usually yung mga grinding wheels natin is composed of two things, no? Yung abrasive materials and yung bonding materials natin, no? So, magkaiba yon. So, the bond and the abrasive. And we will discuss further as we move through dun sa slide. So, ano yung type of bonds? Usually, sabi dito, we have this common bonds available. So, meron tayong vitrified, meron tayong silicate, meron tayong shellac, meron tayong rubber, meron tayong resinoid. Ayan. And usually, kapag nakakita kayo ng mga grinding wheels, ma-identify nyo siya na vitrified kapag nakalagay letter V. Ayan. Tuturuan ko kayo mamaya on how to read yung specification for the grinding wheels. So, kapag naman resinoid, B, B yung denotation niya. Pag metallic band, M. Pag shellac, E. Yan. Pag rubber naman is R. Ayan. Some of the denotations na makikita nyo sa na specification na nakasulat, no, dun sa material. Sabi dito, yung vitrified bond daw is one of most commonly used bonds. 75% daw ng mga grinding wheels are using vitrified bonds, no? Why? Because sabi dito is yung vitrified bonds is not affected by water, acids, or ordinary temperature changes. So, free siya from hard or soft spots, no? So, yan. Kaya siya ay yung most commonly used. Ayan. Ayan yung picture niya sa tabi. Example of a vitrified bond. Yung silicate bond usually naman is sabi dito ay milder acting than vitrified wheel. So usually ginagamit natin to pag mga soft application lang, no. Yung mga hindi ganun hard na material. But usually ginagamit natin yung silicate bonds kapag nagsha-sharpen tayo ng mga drills, yung mga drill bits, yung reamers, yan, milling cutters, and so forth. So for rubber bands, ayan, sabi dito, made of mixtures of abrasive rubber and sulfur. So the mass is then pressed into shape and given a mild vulcanizing treatment. So ito madalas din itong gamitin, no? Ito yung most commonly used na dun sa mga binanggit ko kanina, yung mga precision grinding. Ayan. Usually ito yung pambala natin, no? Why? Because itong rubber, so alam niyo naman yung rubber natin, no? Parang if you apply, kung nakahawak na kayo ng mga rubber bands natin, di ba elastic siya. So elastic material. So meaning, yung mga rubbers natin could reduce yung mga vibrations. Ayan. So that is why for precision grinding, ginagamit siya for dun sa mga aerospace, mga medical, manufacturing, ganyan. Usually ito yung gamit nila na pang grind. So yung shellac band naman natin is, yan, yung mga smooth finish. Gusto nating pakintabin yung mga materials na, so we use shellac bonds. But again, this is not use for heavy duty grinding, no? Kung parang gagamitin mo siya na pangtabas pa lang ng mga excess metal, parang this is not advisable to use. So we are just using shellac bonds during the time na parang we want a smooth finish na ng workpiece natin. Okay. So for resinoid bond, yung resinoid naman natin is from the word itself, resin. So it's made of resins, no? Yung mga powdered resins natin. And hinahalo lang din siya sa mga abrasives. And then, usually sa mga woodwork, yung mga woodwork and some of the minor metalworks, ginagamit natin itong mga resinoid bonds natin. Ayan. So, wheel structure. So, sabi dito, the term wheel structure refers to the spacing of abrasive grains. So, two wheels of the same grade and grain size but of different grain. So, spacing will have a different cutting action. So, wheels with wider grain spacing should be used on soft materials or when stock is to be removed rapidly. So, wheels with close spacing should be used on hard materials or when a fine finish is to be given to the work. So numbers are used to indicate wheel structure. The smaller the number, the closer the structure. Ayan. So yung wheel spacing din natin, naka-range daw siya from 0 to 3, 4 to 6, and 7 to 12 for core structure. Ayan. Ayan, familiar naman na kayo on how to identify yung coarse, ano yung fine, ayan. Yung very fine, ayan. So, ito is in inch, no? So, makikita nyo dito na yung coarse natin is from 10 to 24, yung medium natin is 30 to 60, yung fine natin is 80 to 180, and 220 to 600. So, again, tuturuan ko kayo on how we will be using these tables, no? Para mas ma-appreciate nyo siya during our laboratory works. Ayan. Sa wheel grading naman, so we grade yung wheel natin based dun sa softness and hardness ng material. So, from very soft to very hard, no? So, kung makakakita kayo dyan ng A to G, yan. So, we classified that as very soft. So, pag soft materials, starts from H to K. From medium is L to O. Ang hard natin is from P to S. And ang very hard natin is T to Z. Yan. So, ito na yung example. So, usually, pag bumili kayo ng grinder, may mga nakasulat kayong makikita. Ayan. So, ito yung sequence niya. So, on the prefix, ayan. So, it depends upon the manufacturer. Sino yung manufacturer? Ayan. Nasa search din natin yan. On sequence 1, nakalagay doon yung abrasive type. Again, diniscuss ko sa inyo. Naka-lettering siya kung anong klase ng material or abrasive na ginamit. On the second sequence, yung grain size natin. Ayan. Kung siya ay hard or medium. Ayan. So, nandun din siya. So, ito ay 36. And so, we go to this table, no? So, ayan, naka-medium siya, no? Itong part na to. Siya ay 36. So, meaning siya ay medium. Grade 11. So, if you check the table, so 11 siya. So, medium. Ayan, simple lang, no? Yung pagbasa ng table, no? So, ayan. And then, itong dense naman is nakadepende pa rin. But, ayun, some of the manufacturer include the density din. And then, the bond type. Ayan, yung binanggit ko kanina. If vitrified V, pag silicate S, rubber is R, resinoid is B, shellac is E, and oxychloride is O. Ayan. And then again, yung pinakadulo is the manufacturer record. So, this also changes, depends on the manufacturer. So, yun lang. Very simple lang yung pagbasa ng specifications natin na grinding wheel. No? Sige. Okay. So, how to select correct grinding wheel? So, yan. Please focus also on this. slide 26. Yan. So the kind of material to be ground, the amount of stock to be removed, the accuracy of the size, the kind of finish required, the area of contact between the wheel and the work, and the kind of grinding machine to be used. Again, sa binanggit ko kanina, why kailangan natin i-identify ano yung grinding machine because there are machines and equipments that couldn't be adjusted. Parang as is yung speed. So what we need to do is to identify na lang or select material, a grinding wheel na ma-achieve yung specifications na need natin. So that is why it's really important na we know yung size specification, ano yung kind ng finish na hinihingi ni client, and so on. Ayan. Sige. Ayan. Sabi dito, yun nga again, depende doon sa mga specs na binanggit natin kanina yung selection natin. So, yung hardness, yung density na materials, ano yung mga bonds na ginamit. Ayan. So, it depends upon our requirement. Okay. So, grinding wheel speed. So, in the modern grinding machine, so the speed of the wheel is fixed. Ayun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. Hindi siya nababago. Unchangeable. And most of the grinding machines available, unless parang talagang i-invest, no? Yung example, yung mga workshop na mga automated na. But most of the grinding machines, no, is cannot be unchangeable. Parang cannot be unchanged. Kaya, or cannot be changed, sorry. Cannot be changed. So parang sa materials na tayo babago. Sige. Sabi dito, usually yung run niya is from 5,000 up to 6,500 surface speed range, no, in feet per minute. So how do we compute? So ito, may example dito. So for example, meron kang 7 inches diameter. So yun lang. You study the formula, you multiply it by pi, yung 7 inches, you multiply it by pi, and times 3,200. And then, dinivide siya sa 12 because it should be feet per minute, no? But for example, ang given na sa inyo is 12, 1 feet, ganyan. So, no need for a divisor, no? So, you multiply it directly. And yun na yung makukuha yung feet per minute answer. Ayan. Sige. So what causes the wheel to glaze? So glazing is a condition in which the face or cutting edge takes on a glass-like appearance. So this happens if the abrasive grains wear away faster than the band that holds them together. So as long as the band is being worn away as fast as the abrasive particles of the wheel are being dulled, the wheel will continue to have good cutting action to remedy glazing use wheel with the softer band. So usually nangyayari naman talaga yung glazing kasi ginagamit natin yung grinder, no? So, napupudpud din talaga siya. So, again, may mga process tayo that we use para ma-reuse natin yung mga grinding wheels natin. Yun yung tinatawag na dressing and throwing. So, meaning, ginagawa natin siya kasi para magtipid din tayo sa materials, no? Kasi like what I've told you na may mga diamonds tayo, no, na ginagamit as grinders. So, very expensive if itatapon lang natin ang itatapon agad yung ganun, no? So, what we do is, yan, may process tayo na ginagawa. Ayan yung tinatawag na wheel dressing. Yan. Sabi dito, dressing is the operation of cleaning or fracturing the cutting surface of a wheel to expose the new cutting particles. So, throwing naman is the operation of removing material from the cutting face so that the resulting surface runs concentric with this wheel spindle. So, usually, itong dalawang to is sabay lagi natin ginagamit na para mapalabas natin ulit yung cutting function nung, nung grinding wheels natin, yung dressing and throwing. to, reminders lang to, and you can read this at home na. I won't be going through with this na. Ayan. So for the coated abrasive, ayan, meron tayong three parts. Again, we have the flexible backing material, we have adhesive bond, and abrasive grains. Ayan. So the abrasive grains are bonded to backing sheet by means of the adhesive. So the backing may be made of paper, cloth, vulcanized rubber, or combination of materials. Ayan. Yan yung some of the examples of coated abrasive. Yung abrasive cloths, abrasive belts, and abrasive discs. So, bigyan natin kayo ng example. So, ito yung abrasive cloth natin. Parang liha lang siya. Technically, liha lang talaga to. Ayan. So, we call that abrasive cloth. Again, you study this. Emery cloth is most often used for metal finishing. Ayan. Some of the example of abrasive cloth, itong emery cloth natin. Ito naman yung abrasive belts natin. Ayan. And example of abrasive disc. I think most of you are familiar with this. Yung abrasive disc natin. Ayan. And again, you study these types of grinding operations. And also yung abrasive machining. Ayan. Again, yan lang din. Abrasive machining is the intent is to remove yung mga unnecessary sharpness of a certain workpiece para ma-achieve natin yung required tolerance and surface finish requirements. Yan. And we have different types of grinding operations available. Yung surface grinding, cylindrical grinding, centerless grinding, internal grinding, cutter grinding, tool grinding, and thread grinding. Ayan. So for the surface grinding, ayan, meron din tayong two types. We have the planar and the rotary. Ayan. Ayan. Okay? Sige. Yan, you study also this. Ito yung example ng horizontal planar type natin, surface grinder. No? So, same lang din. It has a basic function. Ayan, yung one natin, we have the hand wheel. Number two natin, we have this plain bearing. Ito yung removable unit na plain bearing yan, or bearing spindle. Table reversing mechanism. Ayan, itong part na to. And then yung fourth is yung adjustable dogs natin. 5 is yan, yung starting lever. 6 natin is the start-stop push button. Ito yung ating base compartment. Ayan, nabubuksan din yan. Just like the lathe machine. The 8 is the longitudinal table. The 9 natin is yung mga adjustable stops. And 10 natin is yung graduated hand wheel. You familiarize this because some of the planers naman is also most likely the same as this. So ito yung basic parts niya. Ayan. Again, I'll teach you how to use itong mga tables natin when we do the laboratory report. But for now, basahin nyo lang ng konti. I won't be focusing naman this on our midterm exam. Okay. Ayan. So, ayan, meron tayong mga chalk. Alam ko nakakita na kayo sa chalk. Familiar kayo during the time that we did our walkthrough sa lathe machine, no? Up to the discussion ng mga drill press natin and drilling machines wherein may mga chalk. But we also have this, what we call magnetic chalk na usually mga metallic workpiece yung inilalagay natin dito. But dun lang sa mga maliliit, no? But still, we are using yung mga vice natin para pag-hold ng mga product. Sorry guys, medyo pause na ako. Ayan. Example of a horizontal rotary grinder. Ayan. So medyo madami na, but this is the some of the parts and components of horizontal rotary grinder. Vertical spindle rotary grinders. Sige. Ayan, medyo madami na rin to, but this is the example of vertical spindle rotary grinder. And some of the safety rules na lang din, no? Ayan. So yun, you run through tong mga terms lang din, yung mga external grinding, cylindrical grinding. But ayan. Sabi dito, three different general groups daw yung cylindrical grinders natin. We have the plain cylindrical, we have universal grinders, and special grinders. No? So for the external grinding or cylindrical grinding, sabi dito is commonly defined as the act of grinding the outside diameter. Ayun, from the word itself naman, external. So from yung outside diameter yung i-grind natin, no? Or some other terms, cylindrical grinding siya. Yan. So plain cylindrical grinder is used to produce external cylinders. Ayan, yun yung example ng cylindrical grinder natin. Na wherein yung kinukuha natin na i-grind is yung external. So we are using other grinders for the internal, no? See, you study this, yung cylindrical grinding machine, yung basic components. Sige. Yan. Usually naman, ito namang mga to ay medyo ano na, malalalim na. But this is, yan, ito naman yung example ng internal grinders natin. Ayan. Meron tayong work rotating, meron tayong centerless. Same then we have cylindrical grinders. Okay, I think, sorry. Others naman ay hindi na natin i-run through because some of these are mga safety rules na lang din and masyado nang madami. What I want you to learn is yung mga basic parts lang. Like ito, itong cylindrical grinding machine. You study this, yung mga parts natin na yung mga motor, grinding wheel, head wheel. Ayan. And then yung kanina natin, no, itong, ito, yan. Yung planar type surface grinder natin. The rest of the figures, then you just read it. Sige. Ayun. So, okay na ako. Siguro mag-announce na lang ako if there are further instruction by Saturday, Sunday. But yun, most likely I'll be giving those time para makapag-prepare kayo sa exam week, no? Yung Saturday, Sunday. And ayun lang pakiusap ko since ako naman is very considerate lang din with that time. Hindi rin tayo nag-start ng exact dun sa oras natin. Yun, attend na lang tayo especially if may mga lab works tayo na face-to-face. So, I'm checking if we can do our laboratory report 5 or the laboratory exercise 5 na individual muna, no? Because madali lang naman yung grinding processes natin or yung activity that involves grinding process. So, most likely, hoping makapag-walk through din ulit tayo because I'm targeting 5 and 6, laboratory 5 and 6 natin, no, after the midterms. So, yun, hoping makapag-walk through tayo sa CIT and then magawa din natin yung individual laboratory exercise natin. May tanong pa? Na-capture nyo naman. Sige, Alvin.
Sir, about po sa midterms, kung ano daw po ang magiging type ng mga questions?
Ayun, may computation tayo with some of the computation ng feed rate, yung computation ng mga nominal diameter, ano pa ba, yung cutting speed, some of the basic computations that might be included. And then meron din tayong identification. Ang alam ko kasama kasi yun sa moderation, yung mga terms, terminology, identification, and enumeration. And then yun, yung mga identify na lang yung mga parts. So for example, binigay ko na rin naman sa inyo what to study, horizontal planer, yung mga yung mga basic parts ng grinders. Ayun. So most likely yun lang naman yung lalabas sa exam. May tanong pa? Sige, go
Ako
ahead.
po, kung i-upload nyo na po yung inyong nakapresent ngayon.
Oo, i-upload ko naman to para may reference kayo.
Thank you po.
Sige. Question pa? Sige, ayun, again, thank you guys ha, kasi yun nga, I really appreciate yung mga lab reports na magaganda. No? To appreciated ko naman syempre lahat, lalo na yung mga nagpapasa. Sabi ko nga dun sa isang section kanina is that, yun nga, I'm really commending the two sections, O5 and O7, for being compliant sa mga pinapasa. Again, 70% of your grades would be coming from the lab reports and exercises. So magpasa kayo ha. Hindi naman sobrang hirap ng mga pinapagawa ko para hindi kayo makapagpasa. And sobrang haba rin ang time natin na ibinibigay para lahat makapagpasa. I know may some of you are working, ganyan. And we are really considerate about it, yan. Pero yun nga, at the end of the day, aside from our personal life, 'di ba? Kayo ay estudyante pa din and you really have to comply sa mga requirement ng subject. Sige. And yung extension naman ay napapag-usapan. Just stop me. Anong reason bakit hindi makapag-submit agad? And napapag-usapan naman yan. But, yun, be compliant, guys. Sige. Kung wala na ay, sige, Trisha.
Sir Villanueva po present.
Sige.
Nalit lang po.
Okay lang. Yes? Ito ba yung mga wala kanina? Sige. Kopya naman kasi kayo ay 37 na. So, meron na lang akong sinulat ko yan. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Sige. Okay na. So, nandito na si Esplana, no? Si Malabanan, si King, si Valin, si Villanueva. Si Dela Ombria, nandito na rin ba? Dela Ombria. Wala pa din. Tsaka si Esplana. Nandito na ba si Esplana? Ayun, sige. Okay. Kung wala na ay pwede na tayong mag-dismiss din. I-upload ko na lang itong file. Yes, Alvin.
Sir, ko ang lab 4 daw po ay kagaya lang ng format ng mga naunang lab reports. Nung
Oo,
lab,
yung
bali
lab
ng lab
report. Oo,
5.
yung lab report 4 is sulat kamay. Yung individual report. Oo, katulad lang siya ng mga naunang report. Wag niyo na lang ding lagyan ng front page, no? Actually, may mga nakapagpasa na from your classmates. Ayun. Sige. Kung wala na ay... Sige,
Last
Alvin.
na po, sir. Kung may balita daw po kaya kayo sa mga magiging rooms bukas kasi wala pa pong napapabigay sa amin.
Rooms for?
For exam po, bukas po kasi ang nakasked kami na mag-e-exam po for machine shop.
Hindi ba next week 25 pa?
O wait lang po. Sir, ang nakalagay po dun sa amin sinad ay Monday, March 18 po ay machine shop theory and practice 3:55 to 5:55 po. Bali po, Monday, March 18 po ang nakasulat sa amin.
Wait lang. Okay. Sige. Balitaan ko kayo ha doon sa mga rooms natin. I-chat ko na lang kayo. Magtanong lang din ako. Thank you.
Hindi po, sir.
Bago po. Thank you. Sige. Okay na ako. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you po.
Chat ko
Thank
na
you
lang
po,
kayo.
sir. Thank you po. Okay po, sir. Thank you po.
Thank